You're listening to Your Magical Midlife. This podcast is for women who are seekers, dreamers, and out-of-the-box thinkers. If you're a Gen X woman who never quite fit in, and probably never will, listen up. I'm Kate Higgins, your host. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and coach, and I'm here to guide you through the expansive, exhilarating, and sometimes exhausting crossroads that we find ourselves in at midlife. Whether you're a seasoned listener or just joining the adventure, think of this podcast as your hot pink convertible cruising down the highway of change. Together we'll navigate the sometimes baffling backroads of midlife and collect all the cool souvenirs along the way. Get in and buckle up. Our map may have flown out the window miles ago, but that doesn't mean we aren't going to have a blast. Let's hit the road and discover the magic just around the bend. Rosebud Woman was developed in response to women's unaddressed needs for beautiful, luxurious products that provide relief and pleasure for all women, whether it be for period pain, perimenopausal woes, or menopause symptoms. Intimate wellness products are often designed to use with a sexual partner or medicalized to treat a diagnosed issue. Rosebud Women feels ceremonial, like I'm doing a beauty ritual while addressing my 50-year-old body's needs. Their everyday honor balm is gynecologist tested and hormone-free. It hydrates, conditions, and replenishes intimate skin. It's excellent for pregnancy, perimenopause, menopause, and any other hormonal changes. Use the affiliate link in my show notes for 20% off. You can check out their products at www.rosebudwoman, that's ROSEWOMAN.com. Check out all their beautiful products and use the affiliate code in the show notes. Absolutely no one has a perfect life. Not me, not anyone you see on Instagram twirling in the sunlight, not people you see going on fancy vacations, not people you see posting pictures of themselves and their happy spouse and their happy kids and their happy house and their great car and their great job and all those things. No one's life is perfect. We get an illusion from Instagram and social media and Facebook that everyone else is thriving and happy and well and contented. And the reality is that is just not true. What I've noticed over the past couple of months when I have been doing this mindfulness work that I've been really diving into, especially in the time I've taken this pause from the podcast, is that I can either be really, really happy with my life, and then at other times I can dive into absolute depths of despair. And I really mean like absolute depths of despair. I can tell myself all kinds of crazy lies, and I'll tell you some of them now because if I'm not being honest in this podcast, if I'm not being honest in these recordings, why am I even doing this work? My work is about helping people like myself. My work is about helping other women in midlife. My work is about helping you know that you are not alone. There are times I lay in bed and I feel like my life is entirely wrong. I feel like I've made irrevocable mistakes. I feel like I can't figure out what I need to do to right myself. And I get really, really frantic. I start spinning out and I start thinking that everyone I know is secretly talking to each other about how embarrassing my life is and how much trouble I must be in and how stupid I was to leave my job and how ridiculous all my dreams are. And what a sham my whole existence is. And then the next day in daylight, when I'm a little calmer, I've gotten some sleep, I've hydrated, I've taken a shower, I've gone on a walk, My head is in the game. I'm doing my thing. I'm back to working on my dreams. I'm back to working on what I want to be doing. I feel back in flow. I feel like, okay, I can do this. I can totally do this. I can make the life that I see in my head, I can make it a reality. And I feel so unbelievably grateful for everything I have. I feel grateful for my house, my car, my freedom, my partner, the jobs I do have right now, the work I'm doing, even if it's not exactly what I want to be doing. I feel so unbelievably grateful. And when I pull back from that, I'm going to tell you that nothing is different. The circumstances are exactly the same, whether I'm focused on everything I don't have or everything that is working out in my favor. It's just a matter of perspective of how I'm looking at it. And that's crazy, right? I know I put out all these little silly videos on Instagram where I'm the person twirling in the sunshine. I'm wearing the bright pink dress. I look happy. I'm smiling. I'm filled with joy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. That could be the very same day where I'm questioning my very existence, where I am like, Kate, you got to get another managed care job if you can even get one at your age. You have to secure another job, move back to New York, just abandon ship, abandon everything you've tried to build for yourself in Florida, and just go back to what was safe, what you knew, and what you knew how to do. Chasing your dreams is really hard. It's really, really hard. Or chasing your dreams is really fun. It's really, really fun. Both of these statements are true. Chasing your dreams is terrifying. It's challenging. It really brings out the meat of who you are. It brings out your best and your worst personality traits. It pushes you to the very limits of who you are, but it's absolutely worth it. It is absolutely worth it. And wasn't this podcast supposed to be about no one's life is perfect? Let me get back to that. No one's life is perfect. No influencer that you see who looks like she's making $1 million or says she's making $1 million a month is living the life that she has built necessarily every minute of the day. Everyone has their doubts. Everyone has crisis of confidence. It's just part of the human existence. And when you can just know that the wave crashes and passes, you know that you can pick yourself up and you can move forward. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. Pick yourself up when you're having the crisis. Let yourself breathe. Let the feeling pass and move the fuck on. Don't allow yourself to sit in the panic. Don't allow yourself to sit in the crisis. Don't allow yourself to nitpick the things that are working out for you, the parts of your life that are really good. Do a gratitude practice, journal, pray, connect with yourself, connect with your higher power, connect with nature, and know you're going to be okay because you absolutely are going to be okay. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect to chase your dreams. You don't have to have any further qualifications than the ones that you have. The dream is enough of a qualification to chase it. Maybe you're going to need to do some research. Perhaps if your dream is to be a doctor, obviously you're going to have to go back to school. But you are innately qualified by your desire to chase your dream. Innately qualified. That is your diploma, your permission slip. That is your permission slip to chase your dream. The fact that you have the desire is the open door. All you have to do is walk out and do it, follow it, and know that you do not have to be perfect to earn your dream. There is no earning your dream. Put that thought down, put it away. That is not a rabbit hole you want to go down. That's your fear talking. That's the part of you that thinks, oh, Dreams are not for me. I'm not special. I'm not important. My ideas are silly. I'm not qualified. I'm going to encourage you to put those thoughts down. I'm still reeling from the sudden loss of my friend, and I keep going back to how much more for herself she desired, how much more she wanted out of her life. She had a book in her. She had at least one book in her, and she had been slowly working on it, little by little, stealing time away from her job responsibilities, the responsibilities for her children, the responsibilities to her partner, the responsibilities at her volunteer job. She really wanted more. And I know she felt trapped. I know I have other friends that feel trapped. They feel trapped in the lives that they built themselves. But being trapped is an absolute illusion. We are never trapped. We can get stuck, for sure. I've been stuck many, many times in my life, but we're never really trapped. At least those of us who are privileged enough to live in the Western world, in a country that is not currently a conflict, on our soil anyway. We have so much freedom, and it is our obligation to take our freedom and do everything we can with it, because not everybody has it. Not everybody has the opportunity to do whatever they want to do. We are so, so lucky. So it would be a real waste of your time to squander your dreams, to squander your vision. Don't do that to yourself. Promise me you're not going to do that to yourself. I just finished rereading Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic, and if you haven't read it, I'm going to encourage you now to pick up a copy or download the Audible. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and it's worth a listen. It's all about having a vision, having a dream, and pursuing it, and knowing that it's fun. It should be fun. It should feel good. And like I underscored with what I've said about to see Esther Hicks, if it feels good, you're going in the right direction. And if it doesn't feel good, you're going the wrong way. So give yourself that opportunity, follow the inspiration, follow the light of it. But let's pull a card before we close out. I'm shuffling. And we're going to pull a card for this episode about chasing your dreams. Even if you're not perfect, you don't have to wait to be perfect to chase your dreams. I think that was the point of this episode. You do not have to be perfect to chase your dreams. And the card for this episode is the Five of Swords. Ooh, okay. The Five of Swords is about negative self-talk. It's about harsh words that are often internal. Words like, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve it, it's not for me, it's not mine. Everything I said at the beginning when I'm spinning out in my bed, thinking that people think I'm ridiculous and my dreams are stupid and all those things. That's what the Five of Swords is all about. So put it down, or before you put it down, look it in the eye and say, not today. Not today, Five of Swords. You don't get to take my dreams away from me today. Thank you so much for listening to Your Magical Midlife. I'm Kate Higgins, your host. You can follow me on Instagram at Your Magical Midlife. You can also check out my offerings on my website, which is www.yourmagicalmidlife.com. I offer individualized coaching for women 45 plus who are seekers, dreamers, and out-of-box thinkers. I also offer luxury retreats that include ritual, rites of passage, and ceremony for women 45 and beyond. I'd be so excited to work with you. Also, if you're feeling kind and you've enjoyed this episode, please leave me a 5-star review, as it opens this podcast to a broader audience and keeps me in those pesky algorithms. Thank you so much for your partnership with me. I appreciate you. Have a great week.